in reach at the end of the course.
My question is, what do you take home? Was there something interesting, something remarkable you take home for the rest of your project?
I think the key word for me today was effectiveness. That we didn't talk about efficiency or something else, but that we have to talk about how effective are what we are doing and how effective are all the tools, instruments, approaches that we have to develop, not only for increasing quality assurance, but really increasing the effectiveness of the VET system and the VET that we are providing for the economy and also for the youth.
What I take home is that it's very interesting to have we had a very interactive workshop where we discussed with all different participants from different countries but also from different organizations, and we discussed about the involvement of teams in quality assurance, and actually that this topic is not just for education but also for other organizations might be able to use our project results. So that's an interesting result that I take home.
In our case, we're very happy about the fact that we've convinced the people and the partners and participants in our workshop that the recommendation is less scary than in fact we thought it was. We have managed to translate it into layman's words, and I believe that through the manual which we will be delivering through this project, we will be giving good guidance to VET providers in Malta and abroad on how to implement the ARQA-VET recommendation.
I think we take three things home with us. Number one is really a lot of interest in what we did. So that makes sense to us, so that what we did was something the others also maybe could think about to use it. Number two was a lot of good feedback. So that's also some kind of reward for us, and it's good to hear that the people think the product seems to be useful. And the third thing is something we knew somehow beforehand, and I got to be sure. We start the pilot with our project results in September this year, and there are so many things we don't know yet. So this is we have again a lot of question marks.
Thank you very much. And in Romania?
I learned a lot of things regarding my own system. For instance, the first one is to share everything, because I found out that not everything is shared regarding the policies, not even at European level, not speaking about the national level. The second one, bringing in the real life. The third one is about the attractiveness of VET. And it was even the idea of reshaping the vision about VET to orient it on the career of the learner, lifelong learner. And finally, quality assurance is a governance issue, and we have to deal with a peculiar group of stakeholders. That means the politicians, the persons who are holding the money back.
And I would like to hear from you, what are exactly these concrete results? What can other people learn from your project? And because obviously we would like to disseminate and exploit the outputs of your projects to other contexts as well. Well, let's start here on the right side.
Okay. What we've been working on first is we found out that there's a lot of quality management systems in place, like ISO and EFQM, and schools are working with it. But there's a problem actually when it comes to the teams. They often experience that as an administrative burden and not so much as something that really adds to their primary process and to their teaching. So what we did is we worked with 4 pilots on quality culture and the involvement of teams in quality assurance. And the result is a web tool, so that's already online available for everybody who's interested in this topic and also wants to work on developing a quality culture and involving teams of teachers in quality assurance. So that web tool is available for everyone, and one of the insights or one of the recommendations I can make is start with a concrete quality area and not talk about quality assurance as such, but much more focus on, for example, the quality of the intake process of students and from there start working on, and how do you want to improve that quality instead of talking about systems.
Step by step instead of the... Okay, in Germany, what can we learn from your project?
Okay, our project was based on in-company, workplace-based learning in VET. And you can take from us, as I said, instrument, methods, tools to improve quality of in-company workplace-based learning. There are some focal points. First is how to create a common understanding of quality between especially trainers, trainees, and management, and also other stakeholders. Second one is how to improve the communication within the stakeholders of VET, and mainly, again, trainees and trainers. We found out that the lack of communication is one major point regarding the lack of quality. We also developed some curricula to train the trainers, which are, I think, pretty important, and also building networks, because we work mainly with SMEs, and the tools that we developed are very easily to approach, but often enough they are more efficient and effective if they are not carried out only by one company, but by a network of companies and a network which is in the network of schools, the community, and so on. And these are, I think, the major issues of our tools, approaches, instruments, and so on that you can take from us.
Okay, thank you very much. And Malta, did you produce some concrete tools or instruments we can use?
Definitely. Our manual is up for use by anyone. The main deliverable was a manual, a quality assurance tool to implement Eqavet at VET provider level. So basically, the tool takes you through a journey. You first review your quality assurance system, your quality management system. You identify your strengths and weaknesses, and then the manual shows you how you can overcome such weaknesses by implementing your indicators. Our manual is a proposal. It offers a proposal on how to overcome such weaknesses and how you can implement Eqavet indicators in your quality management system. And even for the fact that we had 4 quality VET providers as partners in the project, and all have various characteristics. They vary in size and the type of VET they provide to Maltese population. So really and truly, each and every VET provider can identify with any of these partners in the project and use the examples of good practice which we have included in this manual. It takes you through a stock-taking exercise and then through the actual implementation of the 6 building blocks, the PDCA cycle, and how each indicator feeds into that stage in the cycle. So it's a whole journey. It doesn't lead you to the finish line, but it encourages you to start a really strong quality management system.
Okay, thank you very much. And in Romania, what tools can we use?
Our purpose was to develop a communication strategy with the stakeholders, because we do not have a tradition in communication among different groups and stakeholders and level of education. So we find out that a mix of communication tools it's better, because each type of communication has its own target group. The second thing is that every product of this type, strategy, should be followed by concrete steps and should be somehow mainstreamed, disseminated widely, but also mainstreamed. So we intend to develop this. And finally, we have success in translating the European tools, materials, documents into Romanian language, because it's a lack of documents in other mother tongues than English, French, and German.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, Austria.
one-to-one, nothing from our products can be used on in another context, because as the call was, we aimed to have something to support our national approach. So what we have is as the basic outcomes. We have competence profiles and a qualification curriculum framework to train those who do the quality management or who have to do the quality management in the Austrian schools. So we have about 650 schools. We have a quality management system, and now we have a standardized concept to enable those who have to do the work by a minimum standard of what they should be trained. But for sure, I think what can be used, number one, is we have already the first question from Slovenia who want to adapt our products to the Slovenian circumstances. And they ask us also for our help, also to be in a project. And I think that's the way it should be. You can't take it one-to-one, but you have to think about what you can use and what you can't use. And what we also can offer is we made a lot of experience about the process. We did it. I think some things we did quite well, and others we wouldn't do again.
Okay, thank you very much. I think it's clear from your answers that although you implemented Eqavet in different contexts, that there are similar challenges you had to face. Think about the communication, about the awareness, about how to bring it closer to the potential users. And well, we can, with or without adaptations, we can use your tools and instruments for that. And I'm confident that we inspired a lot of other people who have to deal with that challenge as well. So I would like to thank you very much for your contribution. And thank you very much.